Okay. All right. Well, this is just a testing stream, so if anyone just show up here in this piece of crap, then
This is only a test.
It's your own damn fault.
I'm about to test a sneeze here.
Okay.
I can feel it coming on.
All right, it's happening. You can look at the light if that helps.
It doesn't really work for me.
Really, it helps me a lot.
I know. We were talking about that.
Yeah. Was that like new information to you?
Well, I mean, I didn't think you had that. I mean, I knew some people.
Yeah, I didn't think you were that screwed up. Hang on, I gotta turn down the TV.
Holy crap. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Chris is just adjusting his mammoth TV here.
Yeah.
How did you get that on the wall?
Broadcaster indicated the challenge for mature audiences. Yes, it is. Okay, cool.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, that way we can cuss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't need to be monitoring it all the time. All right, John, ignore anything I'm doing. Don't you worry about it.
I like this game because it's so complicated. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if I ever try to do Flight Simulator, it would take me like 5 hours sitting in the cockpit just trying to figure it out.
Like you tried to seriously do it? Because you've definitely tried it. I was there.
Well, yeah. But you were
It
telling.
didn't end well.
But you were telling me what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yep.
And every plane looks differently. Like, all these screens are now different than the ones that we were doing.
Yeah, they are all different. Well, okay, they're not all different. Some of the systems are shared, and here we go.
You've got a message.
Yeah.
On your iPhone.
It's saying that this product is licensed for entertainment use only.
Licensed to you. Huh.
Yeah, I had to pay for this.
Oh.
So this flight system costs cash money, because it's something very 95% identical to what's used in actual aircraft. So.
A Garmin?
Well, yeah, but it's not just like you don't just go to the Walmart and buy this off the shelves, right? Or maybe you can. I don't know what Walmart sells nowadays.
And then put it in the plane?
Yeah,
I
basically.
think it's just magnets, and you just connect it via magnets, and it works.
Yeah, it's no. Sure. CQI. Arrival. So tell me about your life, Mike. How have you been? How's the wife? How's the kids? How's the family?
Well, right now my life is on the verge of sneezing. Cabby too.
Just on the cusp.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying.
LOA. Which one of these do I want to be doing?
Okay, so you're picking the runway in Dallas that you're going to land at here.
Yes, and my flight vectors for coming in.
What's your vector, Victor? Roger.
Yeah, presently.
Do we have clearance?
Do we have clearance?
You never watched Airplane, did you?
We're going about 355 degrees.
You're such a millennial. Airplane was only from like the mid-'80s, Chris. You should have at least watched
I remember I've seen a lot of clips from Airplane.
Oh, okay. Have you?
Yeah, have you, man? Yes, I have. Approach.
It's the first time I saw boobies in a movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember those. I don't remember those.
Oh, yeah.
Approach.
I was over at like a friend's house. This was back when you had like VHS players.
Oh, yeah.
Like the VCRs.
The VCRs. Is that what they were called?
Mm-hmm. And there's this one scene in Airplane where there's turbulence, and so they're showing like scenes from the
it's just boobs
the people,
bouncing up and down,
and the people bouncing up and down, and and it's a comedy. So and it just cuts to like this topless woman next to like a jiggling gelatin cake or something like that.
Oh my
god! and my friend is like, "Let's watch that again."
Yeah,
and he literally like rewind that section like 15 times.
It's a good section, man.
Yeah, it was like all of 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 sections.
3 seconds. I see where your head's at.
Yeah. Good stuff. Airplane's a good movie. You should watch it.
Well, let's just stop playing games. Let's just go watch Airplane.
I think if they made like a flight simulator that had a little bit of comedy in it, like Airplane.
Oh, there's $1 million idea for you.
Right? Yeah. Take that down.
All right. Viewers, none of you. No, not none of you, but there are none of you. No one. Go and make note of that and send us a check in the mail once you make your millions.
Yeah, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I finally got that programmed.
I'm glad you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's a warning down there, Chris.
Yeah, I know. You want to know? You want to know what it is?
Don't fly in icy conditions.
Yeah, this is saying that my de-ice isn't on, which is fine because I don't need it. Fuel pressure's low because I don't have anything going through the fuel pumps, and prop was low because it's not moving. And that's actually going to stay low for a little bit because that's based on the torque of the airplane. Turn on the flight director, scroll up to 10,000 because that's what we're limited to at the beginning. Arm the ascent.
We got missiles?
No.
More arming missiles here?
No.
Can you fly military jets and stuff like that in this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
I don't
cool.
think you can shoot missiles though. If you can, that's like a pretty serious mod. I don't think that's a thing.
Is there like a multiplayer online mode?
Yes, there is.
Is there really?
Yep.
So other people can be flying in the sky?
Yep.
And you can like just pass them
And there's
by
even people like
on the...
like, oh, hello, aircraft tower control. I
Really?
don't know where the fuck you are.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are there people on the air traffic control as well, or no?
Yeah, some people sign in just to do that. Of course, I don't know why I can't control my camera in here, but that's fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, people like to do this. And there's also like really serious, not related to like Microsoft Flight Simulator, but there's like serious groups. Why'd my airplane just move?
I don't know. Gust of wind.
Yeah, right. There's some really serious groups of people who like do, who actually like run air traffic controllers. Like these are people who are in training for air traffic control, and or just are really big enthusiasts. And so you can go in there and you can be like, United 1337, ready to fly to KDFW as filed, or ready to fly to KDFW IFR. And then they'll come back and they'll give you your flight clearance, and you would have actually had to submit your flight plan and all that shit. And they take it pretty seriously. You have to like use the radios in the airplane to go from person to person. Yeah, it's serious business.
Yeah, I would take off, and if they started giving me crap over it, I would mute them and be like, what are you going to do? Did you just switch seats?
I did, because I can't see this knob on the other seat, which is a little annoying. Virtual cockpit. That was you. Your only job
I did that.
is to just move that knob just that one time.
So you can see it.
Yeah, that's really all. Okay, I guess we can turn on the engines now. Now, there's currently a glitch in that this airplane's brakes aren't good enough to keep it from moving when I turn on the engines. So
you're going to start rolling forward?
Yes.
That's a glitch?
Yeah.
Sounds like an upgrade.
No, because okay, now I'm just gonna pretend like I know what's happening, and I'll eventually stop. But you see at the bottom left, parking brakes on. Yeah, I shouldn't be moving.
Interesting.
So okay,
is this like a new plane in the game?
It's new to me. So this is like a mod. This plane. Okay, I think. Lower flaps. Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Go, baby, go. Push button reset.
I can see a lot of people who like to do that because they want to incorporate some of that into Star Citizen.
Like actually like
air traffic controllers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. It's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of amazing to me. Yeah, because they have like farming simulators and they have all these kind of simulation things, right? Trucking simulators.
Yeah.
Where people will just drive a truck.
Yeah, like I think it's what is it actually called? Is it just called American Truck Simulator or like
Something
European
like
Truck Simulator?
Yeah, and I'm like, I mean that's calm and relaxing, I guess, right? And that's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, the thing about flight simulation, go up a little bit faster, is it's really interesting planning your flight. It's really interesting getting into the air, and it's really interesting landing. And it's also really interesting like talking with the air traffic control because it changes, it's dynamic because you're flying, because when you're doing that you're also flying with other airplanes online. So like the air traffic controller will tell you to make right of way for a different aircraft that's also doing things. So it's different every time. So it's not like you're just doing what we're doing right now, which is the same every time. Yeah. Every time I fly this, it's basically the same experience. But some people, but it's really boring. in between those two things. Like this is about a 40-minute flight, give or take, and it is, once we're in the air,
It's just this.
it's just this. This is why this is the warm-up test.
Is it difficult for like new people to get into this? I imagine it would be. Like I imagine the first like dozen times or going online and having like air traffic controllers telling you what to do. Like I wouldn't have a clue. Like what is he saying to me?
Yeah. For the online stuff, I think it's very difficult. Like, cause I'm an enthusiast. I think I'm an enthusiast, and I'm scared to do it. Like, cause they take it very seriously.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the places that you go to, you have to pay some money for it. There are free ones, but like a serious one, you have to pay like, I don't know, like $5 a month or something for it.
For what?
To be able to use their network, because they actually pay people to be the air traffic controllers.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yes. So you pay for that.
So it's not hosted by Microsoft.
Oh no. None of this stuff is anymore. It's like this game is, God, it's got to be 10 years old.
Why don't they make a new one?
Yeah, good question.
Like, I imagine
might want to phone that into Microsoft.
But I mean, it seems like there is such a huge community for it, right?
It is huge.
Microsoft could make bank on this, right?
They really could, and they probably still are. I mean, they were smart enough to come out with the Steam edition, and when they came out with the Steam edition, they included the online portion of it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So they're doing the Grand Theft Auto 5 kind of strategy where the game came out like 5 years ago, but we're just going to milk it until, because it's still making us bank. So there's no reason to make a new one.
Yeah, that's
a lot of effort.
It's GTA 5 and Skyrim, right? Like,
yeah, Skyrim.
Yeah,
that's
that's
a good example.
Yeah, we've made money off of this game, and people like it, and we're not really doing anything,
right?
But they keep buying it for some reason.
Yep. Recurring monthly,
I would like to thank all of the people who buy those video games for really screwing it up. Because if you just bought it once and never paid for another thing, they'd have to make another game.
Yeah, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5, like, I can understand, buying it for console and then, like, buying it on PC later. Yeah. Other than that, I can't really understand it. Like, unless you're, like, a hacker or something like that who gets banned and has to, like, buy another one.
Yeah, I don't follow either.
But I think they do Steam VAC bans, so I don't know. You'd have to, like, create a whole new account, but...
For GTA 5, I was watching... What the hell was I watching? It was about a hacker who has made all of their money off of hacking MMORPGs. And so it's
selling, like, gold and stuff?
Yes, actually. But this guy, like... For the last, I think it's been 10 years. Like he started out like when he was in college, and he was like, "Oh, let me just get in this game," and the game had property. And I don't know if you know how like MMORPG hacking usually works, but essentially like they look at through like a Wireshark trace, or looking at the packets coming out of your computer. They look at who is being sent. They look at what's being sent when you do things in the game. So, like when you click a thing or when you pick up gold, they look at what messages are being sent to and from the server. Mm-hmm. And then all they do to hack that is they kind of reproduce those messages in ways that the server was not supposed to do.
Right.
So stuff your client can't do, but you could make a computer do. Mm-hmm. So by using that, he was able to like steal people's property in the game and like tear down their house, and just he would go online and like sell the property for like $1,000 on eBay, because there was no more available property in the game, so it was considered like a scarce resource.
What?
Anyway,
what game is this?
This guy ended up doing like, well, lots of games have property online.
I guess.
I think even WoW does. But he started doing that with like a lot of games, and I think he said that the total amount of gold he has throughout all of his games is something like $200 trillion worth of gold. Like if everyone in the world actually bought the gold, that's how much money he has there. So he's only limited by the actual demand to buy the gold. But yeah, he's been living off of it. Why did I start talking about this?
We were talking about online, Microsoft, and Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah, and hacking GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But just on that, like, hacking MMOs, like the LAN thing, like that's stupid. Like whoever the company is with the MMO, like if you're gonna limit a resource like that, then you have to control like the secondary markets. You know?
For sure.
Like you can't just say, "Oh, we limited it," and then there's no way that anyone can buy or sell this ever again. Like,
yeah,
because you're forcing people to go buy it on eBay because there's a demand there, right?
Yeah,
and it's stupid from there because the company could make money off of that.
Oh yeah, well,
like they could do real money
technically
transactions.
Illegal, because you're breaking their terms of service, probably.
Right, but it's the company's choice. Like
yeah,
they could be
like
making that
they
money.
could have their own market for it.
Yeah, and they take like a 5% cut of that or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like why say no, go to jail when you could say, hey, I could have some money.
Right. I mean, making real money for virtual goods is like. It's like the 21st century equivalent of like, duh.
That's that's like the goal in entrepreneurship is you want to make a product and sell it. In the most ideal world, you want the product to be virtual because you don't have to ship it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to produce it again.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to let's give some people a way to download it.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a whole bunch of people selling ebooks.
Yeah.
I'm not pointing any fingers over there. But
I don't sell many of them.
No. How's your next book going?
Oh man, it's getting harder for me to sit down and just write, but it is what it is.
Yeah, is it because you're stupid?
I feel myself getting stupider every year. Yeah.
Yeah. I see it too.
Mostly around the face.
Yeah.
All the stupid.
A lot of stupid. Really.
It kind of bottles up right there in the cheeks. That's where the stupid cells kind of like to congregate.
Stupid cells and stupid dies. Look at this game. It's a pretty game.
Yeah.
Well, I say it's a pretty game. It's pretty because I've purchased things to try and make it pretty. Oh, actually.
Is it accurate?
So, geographically, yes. You can purchase maps to like update them. But let me actually turn on something. And simultaneously screw up the stream. Hang on. Can I even do this?
Well, do we need to keep testing, or are we good?
Search library, local, no. Games, no. Installed.
I guess we are going to keep streaming this.
Yeah, why not? Well, okay, I guess.
Keep watching as Chris searches his Steam library.
Oh, fine. I don't know what, there's a plugin that I can grab that grabs the real world weather. This supposedly is real world weather right now. That's not a good sound. Oh, actually, that's fine. That's telling it that it only has the one buzzer. Okay, it's there is no other noise that it makes. It's just bad sounding. It's telling me that I'm 1,000 feet away from my autopilot hitting its destination or hitting its goal. Yeah, if we get bored, once I level off, I can speed up the simulation if we need to. Like, how far away are we? We're pretty far away, so I will definitely be doing that.
You said it was a 40-minute flight.
It is.
So we've been here for like 10 minutes.
8. I've been counting. It's actually on the stream logs. So we took off at 10 after, and it's 18 after.
Do you want to go through the whole trip?
Yeah, I'll fast forward. It'll be good.
Okay.
It'll be good.
And then we'll post it, and we'll call it Musings.
Yeah, this is our podcast, basically.
Yeah, there you go.
Another podcast on the internet for no one to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to this, why? No, thank you. Please, God, tell your friends. I mean, unless you're embarrassed by it, I can't blame you. But maybe keep it to yourself.
I know. I'm embarrassed just being on this podcast. I didn't even realize we were doing a podcast.
I'm embarrassed being brothers with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Have you played GTA 5 any?
Nope. You mean that game I spent like $80 buying? Yeah, no, haven't played that at all.
That's
I've installed it and uninstalled it like 3 times. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, every Grand Theft Auto game in existence that's come out, I feel that way. Like, I got Grand Theft Auto 3 and all the little, Vice City, San Andreas, and then the Grand Theft Auto 4, and then 5. And I always buy them because I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of game, like, this is the kind of game that I'm going to like. And then I play it for like an hour, and I'm like, well, I'm bored.
Yeah, the thing about GTA, that's like nostalgic, right? It's like what I remember as a kid, like GTA Vice City and GTA 3 and all that stuff. Was like, I think you played more through the campaign stuff than I did. I did slowly, but I just wanted to destroy everything.
Yeah.
And as games have like gotten on, I don't think GTA 5 has lost that. But it's like they made it like you have these 3 characters, and so when you first get in the game, unless you play it for a while through the campaign, you don't have all 3 characters.
Yeah.
So they kind of like hinder you, like, oh, you kind of have to play through the campaign before you can really experience all the different ways to destroy people. And like, cause they're freaking cool. Like that crazy psychopath dude, if you go on a rampage,
Trevor.
like he starts seeing aliens and shit. Like it's crazy. But yeah, if you don't actually do it, then you don't get it. And so that just kind of sucks. Cause for GTA 5, like I want to be able to just pop in, have fun. Just like explore all the Easter eggs, because there's an infinity amount of Easter eggs in GTA 5, and do it. But you can't. But that being said, the heists are really cool. Did you ever get far enough to do a heist?
No, I stopped playing way before those even came out.
They are so cool.
I believe it. Like,
what do you mean came out? That was part of the original game.
Oh.
Yeah, there's only a fixed number of them. They've come out with DLC ones now.
Oh, maybe. Well, I never played it online. It was all.
No, this was offline, dude.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
didn't
you
get
just
that
have no
far.
idea. Mike has no idea what the fuck.
I
he's
literally
talking
like sandbox games. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna like this because I can do whatever I want, and then I get in and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. I'm gonna play something else. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, like that. That happens to me.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Like The Witcher. I think I told you about that. It's like, it's got a story into it. It's an open world, concept. You go around talking to people, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. I want to do that. I want to be part of the story. And then I'm like, hour, and I'm like bored. Haven't touched it since.
Wow, you really want an on rails experience.
I don't know. I mean, like,
It's
first
like,
person
well, it sounds like
shooters.
you don't want it. It sounds like that's just kind of what is most interesting. So like, okay, so I love Skyrim. I liked Oblivion. I never really beat Oblivion, but I liked it. I like this, right? There is no purpose or goal to Flight Simulator. Like, I made it up as I go. If I wanted to, I could kill my engine right now and be like, well, what the fuck am I going to do? But when I land, I don't get an accomplishment. So that's my style of things, like Minecraft, Did you like Minecraft?
It's all right.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Now that they have a Minecraft story mode, we could probably play that.
No.
Probably not.
It looked like I've seen it. It looked like crap, to be honest.
I think you like competitive games.
I guess. Like No Man's Sky, like that's kind of the only really sandboxy game that I play recently. I've got like 100 hours into that. And it's funny because everybody hated that game, like ripped on it.
Yeah.
And they've done some updates through the year since it came out, and it makes it a lot better. But I mean, I kind of enjoyed that, but I only do it in like stages where I'll play for like 5 hours over a week period, I guess, if you will, and then I'll get bored and I won't touch it for like a month. So, but yeah, I mean, if you give me like a first-person shooter or something like that, then I can play that because, no harm, no foul. Like I can sit down, for a night and just play for an hour and then, get off.
Yeah, and that's a good point. So like that's a big reason why I never played through any like Legend of Zelda games for the past like 5 years. It's because I got shit to do, and it takes so long to like just go through that experience, and it's kind of tedious at times. And like if I sit down and I can't figure something out, and I don't have time to figure it out, I'd never pick it up again. But with Breath of the Wild, frankly, it's almost easy. Like the main quests are all pretty easy. Like I could finish each of the 4 like boss things, like the temples, in like around an hour, which is ridiculously fast when you think about the fact that you only have those 4 and then Ganon.
Yeah.
Now you have to like travel to get to all of them, but you can make that as slow or as fast as you want. But you could go through and like do what I did, which is just like find side quests. What the hell is this guy doing? He wants to sing me a song. That song just mentioned like some stupid legend about all the rocks out here. Oh, there's like a challenge where I can try and shoot an arrow through the rocks out here. I got a thing. Like you just get lost through all these rabbit holes, and it's super satisfying to just sit down, explore around for 45 minutes, and then turn it off. And like you feel good about it. You don't feel like you've done something wrong or you haven't done anything.
It's literally every Zelda game.
No.
Just so you know.
No.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time was like that.
No.
Yeah, you search and explore. It was an open world on the N64.
No. When you first start in Ocarina of Time, what did you have to do before you could go anywhere?
You talk to everybody and pick up your sword and your shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kokiri Village or whatever.
And then you had to do, actually beat the Deku Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can finally leave. And then you can get kind of a glimpse of the open world, except for that you can't get to Hylia. You can't directly get to the Zora stuff, really, until you get, like, bombs.
So what, you're saying there's no, like, locked things in Breath of the Wild? And you can do whatever you want?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you would, if you went to, like, a harder place, you would die.
Yeah.
So it's either, like...
But, yeah, so things will kill you. But there's no, like, hard and fast obstacles. So, like, did you ever play or even, like, look at Zelda 1, the original Zelda?
I think so.
Well, I mean, it's renowned for that. Like, when you first start, it's like, here's your sword, go on an adventure, and, like, if you wanted to, you could go, like, 6 screens up and just be destroyed. Or, like, you could go to, like, one of the second to last dungeons in the game and just, you can't do anything. And there's something really, again, this comes back to, like, popping in for 45 minutes. Like, if I pop in for 45 minutes and I find this ridiculous beast that just hammers me to death, I say, well, I can either try and trick him, I can try and use bombs, I can try and use the environment, I can try and use other shit around me, so that way maybe I can kill him without him ever coming near me, or I can leave and keep on exploring other directions. That's the good alarm.
I think my problem with that is that I can't stop. Like, if I get 40 minutes in and I'm having fun, I'm gonna play for another 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Whereas, like,
so you want your games to be less fun?
Well, no, but I mean, like, not as complicated. Like, if I get a first-person shooter, then I can play that for an hour, and that's pretty much, it. It doesn't, like, it's not gonna magically change into something new that I've never seen before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you ever check out Midair yet?
Nope, not yet. Tell me about it.
It's like Tribes. Tribes Ascend. I don't know if you ever played Tribes Ascend.
Mm-hmm.
It's more Tribes Ascend than Tribes 2.
I thought you didn't like Tribes Ascend.
I didn't, but I mean, like, if the option is no Tribes or Midair.
Well, I mean, I don't think you played much of Ascend, so the option was no Tribes or Ascend, and you picked no Tribes.
I played it for a little bit.
That game got some hype around it. Like, there was some competitive play around Tribes Ascend.
Well, maybe. Don't know. But yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing.
Right.
How far are we into this?
We are at the point where I can now boost the simulation rate. That was a good boop.
Was that the boost boop, or was that a different boop?
That was a boop of we are at our altitude.
18,000 feet?
Yeah.
We're really flying now.
Yeah, so like we're going by like 10 seconds every second or so. I think it's 8 times speed we're going. So when this goes down, that's when we needed to start descending.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we play Cuphead. I say we. You play Cuphead.
It sounds like you don't even want to play it.
I do. Second.
So they say it's really difficult?
I mean, that's what like one of the top reviews said. Whoa, okay. We're shaky because we're going at the speed of 8.
Challenge accepted.
That was a pretty
You're banking.
substantial turn. I trust it. No, maybe I don't trust it.
Now we're going back the other way.
Yeah, what is, no, we're okay. I think it's just having a hard time because, alright, get back on track. We had to make a turn, and speed acceleration made things a little screwy. Stay on target. Stay on target.
I have no idea what Cuphead is even about.
Yeah.
All I saw was like pictures of the art, and it's got that old 20s look to it.
Oh god, yeah. I just watched the trailer on Steam. It doesn't really show any of the gameplay. It's like it was fitting. So all I've done is open the game, right? And like that's basically all I saw in the trailer. So like, I know nothing about the game. It does look a little old timey, but like in a very deliberate, good way.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that they're going to be. There's probably going to be a lot of humor in there, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh man.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. You said it was a platformer.
I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. I really don't.
You go from point A to point B, don't die. Those are usually words to live by in any kind of video game.
Yeah.
If they're enemies, kill them or go around them, or, you know.
Yes. Okay. Are we back on target now? No, we're still kind of...
No, you're on target.
Yeah, we're good enough. 8x. Go, baby, go. I should probably be descending shortly.
So do you play this on FSX online at all?
No. I kind of want to. Alright. Now we can start descending.
This is one of those games where it's like, all right, you set it in and you put on the autopilot and you just like have the speakers going in the background and you can like do something else.
That is precisely the kind of game this is. Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, so, and that's what kind of why I like it.
But I don't get that. It's like, okay, you're playing it just to not play it.
No. I mean, have you ever played like The Sims?
Maybe dabbled in it.
I guess that's a bit more hands-on than this is. So
I played Total War. That's kind of like The Sims.
Sometimes it's cool to kind of role play in this game, right? So like if I wanted to know what it would be like if I could fly from Houston to JFK in New York, like I can do that. And again, for the very beginning, the first 20 minutes are really interesting. The last about 40 minutes are pretty interesting. But in the middle, it's all the same. So, like, if you just want to say I flow from this point to this point, just have it running for whatever the duration of that flight is. Which, by the way, really makes you wonder what the fuck pilots are doing when they're flying their airplanes. The answer is almost nothing.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, if shit hits the fan, then they're hopefully they're qualified.
Yeah, no, they are. Pilots can do some pretty amazing shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to slow down. Shit.
I saw something on the news a while ago where it was like this one guy was told, the air traffic controllers told him to land on runway whatever. Yeah. And he was like, it's not clear. And he's like, no, you should be good. The air traffic controller was saying that.
Oh, boy.
And he like saw a plane, coming onto the runway.
Yeah.
As he was landing, and he had to pull up, and they said he got like, I don't know, within like 100 feet of hitting the other plane.
Yeah, I think I've heard a lot of stories like that. Like there's a lot of near misses and a lot of it's not ATC. Usually ATC doesn't screw up like that. That's a pretty bad one. That was probably that plane doing something it wasn't supposed to do, and the ATC guy wasn't paying attention to it.
I think they confused runway numbers or something.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I've heard that story. Yeah, that sounds right. There's another one where like a lot of people are coming in for landing, and this one chick pilot who was coming in, and she was like, "Yep, I'm ready to land," blah blah blah. She lands, and then like she doesn't get off the runway, and she goes to the end of the runway, and she does like a 180, and just comes back up the runway, and like then gets off in some random taxiway, like just up the ways. And like you hear a couple pilots being like, why is there an airplane coming at me? Like what is happening? And you hear ATC just like basically start shouting at her like, why did you do this? Because now we have paperwork to do, because that was bad. And she was like, I don't, she didn't really answer. And someone was like, was it because of your brakes? And she was like, yeah, that sounds like a good excuse. It was because of my brakes. They were overheating. I'm like, oh, okay, sure they were. Yeah, there's some BS out there. All right, simulation rate.
I think doing 180 on the runway is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, why would... Because especially because the end of most runways, you have the opportunity at the end to... like, there's a taxiway right at the end there. So why you turn around...
Well, isn't that... Also, if there's a plane behind you, that's also landing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be bad.
Big time.
I could be wrong on that, but it sounds like you're going to have a bad time.
can have a bad time. All right, how we doing in trying to make this not take forever? We're nearly there. We are very nearly there.
How's Dallas looking these days?
Shit. No, it looks good. Better than Houston these days.
It always amazes me. Is that as little as you can see? Like, don't you want to see what's down below on the ground, like right in front of you? You know?
What do you
like
mean?
in the front.
These specs aren't HD enough for you?
That's to your left. I meant like right in front of your plane.
Oh, like below you?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Not really necessary.
I guess, all right.
I mean, it would be nice.
Like where the runway is, you know? That's kind of
Oh,
important.
you see the runway.
Yeah, but you see it like really far in front of you.
I mean, that's because it is far in front of you. Are you saying like when you're landing, like above the runway, you're kind of pointed up and you can't really see it?
I just don't like the feeling that's like I can't see anything.
You could see it.
You know, I would want to crank my seat up a little higher.
Uh-huh, yeah. All right, so we're still not even close to 5,000, but I think we're still going to get there on time. Options 8x. Go, baby, go. Yeah, we're doing good. You'll always be at 5,000 at Tului. I'm probably saying that wrong.
You're what?
You'll be at 5,000 feet at this little blue dot here.
It's going to do that automatically?
No, I'm telling it to do it now.
Oh.
I should be hitting 5,000 like right at it, according to the math.
These things just fly themselves, don't they?
I mean, I tell it to fly itself. All right. Yep, the good buzzer. Hey, look, it's probably Fort Worth.
Loading air,
It's probably
land, and
Dallas.
sea traffic.
Yeah.
Have you done any cross-country trips?
I have planned a trip around the world.
Oh.
Yep, so around the world in 80 days starts tomorrow. October 2nd is when that flight took place. So...
Where are you going?
Around the world. It's from London to London. In about 19 flights. No, it's 23 flights.
Are you going east to west or west to east?
Going east. Which is... It's just east. Always east. It's not east to west.
No.
You just go the one direction.
If you're going London to London, then you go... I've seen a globe, you know. London's right here. If you go east, eventually you go so far east, you're coming back west.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't help but notice that I'm about 5,000 feet out, and I should be within range of my ILS stuff, but it's not appearing. Maybe I'm not close enough. Maybe not far enough away. Either way, I need to get down to 3,000.
Are you going to record your Around the World in 80 days?
I don't know. I might.
And edit it and, you know, put it up?
I might. That'd be nice.
People like your flight simulator stuff.
Yeah, I think I probably will. Probably will. The thing is, like, they're long flights. Like,
Well, that's why I said edit
some
it.
of them are pretty long.
You can keep a journal.
Yeah.
Day 24. Haven't eaten anything.
Yeah. Still in airplane. Simulator. Seat. My office. Yeah. Food just outside the door, but for realism. I will be shitting in the corner. Consider this an advertisement for watching my videos in the future.
Do you have like fuel issues and things like that?
You mean like...
How do you refuel? Like, do you land at other...
Yeah.
So you're going to land at airports?
Yeah, 23 or 24 times. Yeah, so I had to plan out each flight and each leg. I'm basically starting in London, going to Italy, going to Egypt, going to Nigeria, going to, like, Opal or some shit.
Nepal?
No, it starts with an O.
Mm.
And then from there I go to India, and then to another place in India. Then I go to... I think I go south. What's south of India? I don't know.
The ocean? The Indian Sea? The Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean.
Yeah, no, you should do that. You should put it up.
Yeah, I will.
And I mean, if you're gonna,
I'm going to.
Is like the weather gonna be randomized and all that stuff? Like, are you gonna have like trouble
No,
and
it'll be
issues?
real world weather.
Are you gonna like simulate issues and anything like that?
If they're in the real world, I will have them.
No, for your like plane and things.
Oh,
Engine goes out.
Engine
Or
goes out.
Yeah.
I could. I might. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, if you're gonna role play it, then you might as well.
The thing
record
is,
it.
FSX. I might have to find like a mod to do it because FSX, the only ability to like fail things is like deliberate failures. So you say, "I need you to fail this definitely at this time."
Oh well, you don't need to do that then.
No, but like there might be a mod that says that you can do it. It's something I've wanted for a while, like for realism's sake.
Yeah, but if you're gonna role play it, then you know.
All right, I should have a glide slope by now, and I don't have a glide slope, and like that's the runway. So what the fuck is happening right now? We're having it. Yeah. I know. That's it. It says I have it. What am I doing? What is the happity hap here? So there's supposed to be like an indicator on the right side here of my height for gliding down to the runway, and 1110.9 is the right frequency there, but it ain't working.
Well, you're not down to 3,000 feet yet. Does that matter?
I usually have it at 5,000 feet. So what gives, airplane?
Maybe this one doesn't have it.
No, I've done this before. Okay. Well, let's just pretend.
Do you have your parking brake on?
Let's go down to 2,000 feet. There's a glide slope. Approach. All right. Where are you going?
So you just weren't down to 3,000 feet yet.
What you doing, airplane?
He's just getting straightened out.
No, he's pointing at the wrong airport. He'll get there. He knows he's too far to the right. Oh shit, I'm going way too fast. like way too fast. Okay, let's give the autopilot something to think about here, because we're gonna lower some flaps and okay, this is gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna have to fly this in manually. I can almost guarantee it.
Here we go.
All right, guys, we are dropping like a rock as fast as we can because I'm an idiot. Lower landing gear. Next level of flaps because I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I can't believe I just...
I was distracting you.
It's just so interesting talking to you, Mike.
I guess.
Wait a second.
I mean...
Torque. Come up, torque. Faster. I'm now slowing down too quickly. Okay, all right. So we're still way too high. We're kind of correcting that.
How do you know how high you should be?
So if this is down, it means I'm too high.
That's where you need to be.
Yeah, I want to be in the middle.
I want to be the very best that no one ever was. Do.
Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. Pokemon.
I will fly from Houston to Dallas in Flight Simulator every day. Around the world in 80 days.
Starting tomorrow.
Flight Simulator.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh. Got cloudy.
Yeah, suddenly. All right. We're still a little too high.
I think your engines are failing.
No, I'm okay.
No, they're failing.
No.
No, you should probably do something about that.
No, I'm okay. I'm actually slightly too slow than normal, but that's fine.
Giant meteors coming in. You need to divert to the other runway.
All right. I'm gonna fly this in myself now.
Uh-oh. Chris is going off the rails. It's Brandon Manuel right over that church.
There was a church there?
You're a little high still, according to your glide scope
I know
thing.
what I'm doing.
You don't want to land until you hit the runway, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that what you learned from last time?
You don't want to be in the grass.
I'm still
steady.
Too high.
Steady. 31R.
Yep. Oh.
You got plenty of space, though. You got plenty of space.
Unfortunately, the rudder on this airplane sucks.
Your Garmin says you missed the approach.
No, it's asking me if I've missed the approach.
Oh. Have you hit?
I'm trying to flare, but this airplane does not like to flare.
What does flaring do?
That slows you down while keeping you pointed up. Oh,
Oh!
that was a pretty hard landing.
That was pretty heavy.
Sorry, guys. I don't know this airplane very well. All right, that's fine. All right.
You're.
Brakes.
Yep. You need a. Yeah. There you go. A little bit more to the left.
I know what I'm doing. Thank you, co-pilot over there. Co-pilot with a mustache.
How wide is the runway?
About this wide.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. So there. That took 45 minutes on the nose. I told you, man.
Yeah, but you sped it up.
Shh, shh, shh. Hey, I keep my promises. All right.
Just gonna park it right here.
Yeah.
I don't think that's where that belongs. Not gonna bring it into the hangar.
What? No, God, no. It's gonna take forever. All right, we did it. Wait,
Hey,
where are we?
We're back. I'm back in there again. Look at that.
Look, we're smiling.
I don't know if we're smiling.
Go ahead and raise up the flaps. You watch
All
them
right,
come up.
we took the mustache plane for a ride.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and we will dive into Cuphead.
Yeah, thank you, no
Yeah,
viewers.
thank
Appreciate it.
you, no viewers. All right.